In this film, Harry goes on a quest to find all Horcruxes and destroy them all in order to kill Voldemort forever. Because of the length of Deathly Hallows book, Lionel Wigram, the executive producer, suggested split into 2 films. David Heyman didn't want that. J.K. Rowling agreed with splitting into 2 films. Alfonso Cuarón would have loved to return to direct. Guillermo del Toro would have loved to direct it, but The Hobbit ruled him out. Chris Columbus would love to return to direct it, but David Yates chose to direct it. He described Part 1 as a road movie and Part 2 as much more operatic, colourful and fantasy-oriented, a big opera with huge battles. These characters returned. Daniel Radcliffe said this is a road movie, particularly in Part 1 of the film. People have been so used to seeing Harry Potter at Hogwarts, and they're just not there for the first part of the film. That seems to have really freshened things up a bit, and hopefully we'll get people seeing the films with fresh eyes again, because it's just a totally different look when you're not just sat in the same room the whole time. Warwick Davis played Griphook in the last 2 films. Domhnall Gleeson played Bill Weasley, Molly and Arthur's oldest son, and brother of Ron, Ginny, Fred, George, Percy and Charlie. In real life, his father is Brendan Gleeson, who played Mad-Eye Moody, which is cool. Rhys Ifans played Xenophilia Lovegood, Luna's dad. Bill Nye played Rufus Scrimgeour, a minister of magic who replaced Cornelius Fudge. Apparently he was in Half-Blood Prince, but the scene got cut, but at least he reprised the role in this film, because he's fantastic. Guy Henry played Pius Thickness, who was a Death Eater and became the Minister of Magic after Scrimgeour is killed. Peter Mullen played Carbon Yaxley, a Death Eater working at Ministry of Magic. Caroline Pickles played Charity Burbage, a Muggle teacher in Hogwarts who believes Muggles are no different to wizards and witches, which led to her death, killed by Voldemort, and her corpse devoured by Nagini, the giant snake. David Ryall played Elphias Dodge, an old friend of Dumbledore, and Andy Linden played Mundungus Fletcher, who was a thief but got a locket taken off him as he was being threatened by Umbridge. Again, there's well casting in the movie. I love the opening of the film. The sky battle is my favourite part of this movie. It's pretty epic. And I love the scenery. The running from Yaxley was pretty intense. The locket opening scene.
Happy without you.
Who could look at you compared to Harry Potter?
With all the oozing effects, and Godric's Hollow looks pretty grim. When I was a kid, the scenes I had to look away from was George's ear was bleeding and Ron being splinged. Yeah, it was pretty gross, and I'm kind of squeamish when it comes to blood and gore. Nagini fight scene looks pretty lethal. I was freaked out by Harry's face in Malfoy Manor. It's so good to see Dobby making a return. The part where he dies was pretty emotional. I also found out the bits where Bellatrix is torturing Hermione, the way she screams. It made Daniel and Rupert fighting their way through to see if everything's okay, as they're worried about Emma.
I didn't take anything. I don't believe it.
Which is a fantastic acting, and Voldemort picking up the Elder Wand from Dumbledore's grave made a fantastic cliffhanger. Because the Dark Lord has the most powerful wand, and it seems like a lot of shit is going down. I also love the Deathly Hallows backstory, the part where Hermione, reading the book, showing the animation of 3 brothers, looked like it was directed by Tim Burton, which is cool. I love that. I always thought Death looks a bit like General Grievous from Star Wars. I absolutely loved Deathly Hallows Part 1, gave me goosebumps. The direction, effects and battle scenes is well done, and I really love the music by Alexandra Desplat. I listen to them a lot. Now it's time to talk about the last one, which is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2.